Hello, welcome to the podcast today. This is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. And I just wanted to talk about a few stuff today because, I think we should just deal with the elephant in the room, all right? Midterm elections already passed, lots of elections still out there. Some results that are still not determined yet. But we have to talk about Georgia, all right? Georgia is going to have a runoff. Warnock and Herschel Walker, okay? So I'm just going to put it out there. I've said this on the show before. Vote for Warnock, Raphael Warnock. He used to preach in Ebenezer Baptist Church. That's actually the church where the Martin Luther King was actually preaching at. So, and he's the incumbent. He's been doing the job for a while, so he's qualified for the job. He's doing it for a while now. Come on, have him back in there. The other guy, not ready. I'm just gonna be honest, and I don't even want to get into his personal situations. I know he has all kinds of personal situations going on. We don't want to get into all that, so I'm just gonna put it out there. That's the elections for going on right now, and I just want to give us a little credit here. All right, so you guys know I'm an attorney and a law professor. This is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. I keep it real on stuff about, legal situations and politics and stuff. I actually asked people here to vote in Pennsylvania for Fetterman. And it happened. He won. Yeah. So. To a large degree, we take credit for that. Dr. Oz did not win. Fetterman won. Oprah actually endorsed Fetterman very late in the campaign, and that was kind of interesting because Oprah pretty much made Dr. Oz, but Oprah at some point said no. We're gonna have Fetterman, be there. And she did that. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Oprah was watching my show. Do you know how I know that? Because she did that stuff. I actually thought about the whole thing, about her endorsing Fetterman, and she did that. It's almost like telepathic or whatever. But I'm telling you, Oprah watches this show. So watch this show, like, subscribe, comment, share. I'm telling you, we are doing some real stuff out here. All right. So Oprah watches this show. Oh, Oprah watches this show with what's the guy's name that she's with? I don't know. She's watching the show, but she's not gonna say it though. Come on. I'm not a millionaire or whatever. I'm just I'm an attorney, law professor in YouTube, all that stuff. She's not gonna say it. She's a freaking billionaire. She's not gonna say it, but she does watch the show. In my opinion, that's why she endorsed Fetterman, and it worked. Yeah. You're getting this information from here. Infotainment from here. Ralph's Law. All right? And that's how we do stuff. Okay. So, I'll also, apart from the elections, I also wanted to talk about something else. One of the things that I wanted to talk about in this show was attorney shopping, and I actually said that it's gonna be it's gonna be kind of like recurring. And I wanted to talk about just one important thing about that. I've had a lot of people that came up to me and they were trying to figure some stuff out. And what I actually had to say to them is that one of the things that you have to figure out with your attorney as a potential client is your attorney's personal philosophy. Personal philosophy. And I have a reason for saying this though, because sometimes people don't figure this out. Personal philosophy is so interesting because it actually affects how your attorney treats your case. There are some attorneys, practicing attorneys today, that believe that you are guilty once you are arrested. I need you to think about that. Our whole jurisprudence, our whole American legal system is based on the fact that even if you're accused of a crime, you're not guilty until you're proved guilty. You're innocent until you're proved guilty. But, folks, friends, I'm telling you, there are some attorneys out there that are practicing and they believe that you're guilty pretty much as soon as you're charged. If you have that kind of attorney, that's not the person for you. You see where I'm coming from? I'm actually trying to just make it easier because ultimately, some people will have attorneys mess things up and they will come back to legal gladiators, right? Like me. And of course, I'll fix stuff up. But I'm trying to get you not to make those mistakes. Attorney shopping. Lots of people have reached out to me on this and they want this. They just want the tips on how to pick the best attorney for their particular case. Personal philosophy of your attorney. If your attorney believes that let's put it this way. Hold up. If your attorney does not believe in the basic tenet that a person is innocent until proven guilty, that's not the right attorney for your case. That's not the right attorney for your case. Some attorneys actually believe that every allegation that's made by a woman or a man is true. Think about that. I'm a bit old school, and I believe in what Ronald Reagan said. Reagan said, trust, but verify. And that's the problem that we're having today, because you're engaging attorneys that actually don't believe in certain things. So trust but verify. People shouldn't just believe whatever allegations that's thrown to another person. If you have an attorney that has that those kind of tendencies, consider getting rid of that attorney. It will behoove you to do that, and I'm just telling you that right now. You're not my client. This is just Uncle Ralph telling you to just do that. This is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. Like, comment, share. And let's get people the best outcomes that they can actually have. That's what I'm about. And I've said that before in my past videos. It's not about the money. I could care less about the money. It's all about getting people the best outcomes possible. Some attorneys even believe that the police is always right. Yeah. I've worked in law enforcement, back in the day. I've worked in law enforcement in 2 states. I understand law enforcement. I understand the training, and I've worked in law enforcement before I actually became an attorney. It's different. The training that the law enforcement officers get is very different. Okay? So a cop will get a training in certain situations very different from what maybe an attorney gets, or even what a prosecutor gets. And so I'm trying to talk to you guys as a person that have been in different parts of the whole situation. When you have an attorney that believes that law enforcement is always right, be skeptical. Consider firing that attorney or getting yourself another person that will actually be able to get you the kind of results that you desire. Yeah, law enforcement is different. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, finally, another thing that I also wanted to talk about in this video is maybe one of the things that actually differentiates great attorneys from mediocre attorneys is what's called 2 P's. 2 P's. Presentation and persuasion. Presentation and persuasion. Folks, friends, ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. I've come to bury Caesar and not to praise him. I had to be dramatic like that, it's kind of fun. The evil that men do, leave after them. But I don't even remember. But I think it's Shakespearean. Okay, but listen to what I'm trying to say. Lend me your ears, friends, countrymen, countrywomen, folks, friends, family, etc. All right. Presentation versus persuasion. Anybody can do a presentation because a presentation is kind of like, you can do that just like a robot. You can just like present something. Persuasion is something that actually makes people do something. Presentation is like a noun. Presentation is a verb. Action, it's an action word. It makes people do something. So this can actually be, we can show this in the situation, ancient Greece. The philosophers, Cicero, a wonderful orator. I think he was an attorney too. He was a lawyer then, back in the day. When he talked, people will cheer and people will say how well he talked. People will just clap and cheer because he was good. But there was this dude, Demosthenes. He was an attorney too. Folks, when Demosthenes talked, do you know what happens? The crowd wouldn't just cheer. They will say, "Let us march." Think about that. The difference. One here made a presentation, nice presentation, and got the cheers. The other one over here made a persuasive statement. And the people said, let us march. That's the difference between presentation and persuasion. When you have an attorney that doesn't understand the basic notion behind these concepts, fire that person and get yourself an actual legal gladiator, okay? And I'm just saying this because a lot of people have been reaching out to me and they're trying to figure this whole thing out. The problem with bad lawyering is that you have a lot of attorneys that will do a whole lot of stuff, and you, the client, you're gonna live for a long time with the effects and the results of the bad lawyering. So I'm trying to get you guys not to even make that mistake, okay? So I'm out here for you. I'm rooting for you. I got your back. Check out my website and see what we do in my law firm, NLG. Okay, we take care of our clients. All right. Feel free to put down any comments. Ask any questions that you want to ask about the kind of services that we deliver. And we got you. Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. And I will see you soon. Peace.